It was a moment of pure joy. Afri, Yuval and Hagar Brodetz reunited with their beloved family dog Rodney. Together with their mother Hagar, they'd been dreaming of this during 51 days in captivity.
Wow, it's a moment that I will never forget.
You both share it, really. You thought you'd lost everything.
And then I got them back. It's just, I was living a miracle.
On October the 7th, as Hamas militants stormed their kibbutz, Hagar was hiding inside her home with her 3 children and their neighbor's 4-year-old daughter.
The fear that you feel when you hear the death is coming.
You thought death was coming?
Yeah.
Her husband, Avichai, was wounded in the attack. He thought they were dead, but they'd been taken to Gaza, where they were held in a building above ground.
And as you entered Gaza, what did you see?
Yeah, lots of people outside, happy people. They opened the door of my car and they started to hit me.
Did you hear the fighting?
Yeah. The house when we were stayed, it was collapsed from the IDF bombing.
And did they feed you?
At the beginning, yes, they did. After a while, we barely ate. The kids were starving.
There's nothing worse for a mother than to not be able to feed your child, right?
I had to beg for food for the kids. They didn't have a lot of food, the Hamas, but they did have. They could bring more food if they wanted. They didn't torture us physically, but they torture our hearts and our soul.
And what did you say to your children? How do you give them hope?
I just told them every day, it's going to be okay.
But it was not okay. Not only were they smack in the middle of the war, Hamas had told her her husband was dead.
So you spent all your time there grieving?
I didn't cry because I couldn't cry. I have to take care of my kids, and I was sure that Israel will rescue me. But after you're staying there for such a long time with your kids, you lose your hope.
Avichai never lost hope, inspiring the campaign to bring them back now. But he's worried the Israeli government is not doing enough to bring the rest of the more than 130 hostages home.
And I think they're being paid to do something and they're not doing it.
They're not bringing people back.
They need to know that it's their only mission.
His family is slowly healing. They all sleep in the same bed at night, and their dog Rodney never lets them out of his sight.
He's like a pillow for their tears and for their hugs and for their bite.
Does Rodney sleep in the bed?
Yeah.
Of course.
It's the 6 of us.
So actually it's 6.
Yeah.
He's the first one in and the last one out.
One of the common refrains we keep hearing from the families of hostages is that no price is too high to pay for the release of their loved ones, and there is growing frustration and anger with the Israeli government that time is running out to bring them back home. Debora Patta, CBS News, Tel Aviv.